Yo, what is up YouTube? E10 Clan back at you with another Madden Ultimate Team 15 video. Today we are doing another card review. Today we'll be featuring Clay Matthews, 93 overall, middle linebacker version. Now I know he's kind of old, I have him as my backup player, but card review really isn't about the old player or if they're brand new or how high of an overall or how expensive they are. It's just about picking a fun player that's exciting. As you can see, our criteria is here for middle linebacker: run stuff, zone coverage, pass rusher. Pass rusher, usually not to do with the middle linebacker, but because it's Clay Matthews, we're going to do pass rusher. So I'm comparing to my 96 CJ Mosley, and they compare pretty nicely. As you can see, that 99 hit power for 93 overall Clay Matthews, which is why this card is so interesting, and he has block shedding and power moves to back up that 99 hit power. So he's a great pass rusher, great hitter, but I want to show you guys what he's like in action, because a lot of you guys with these lower awareness cards, you might be a little scared, a little skeptical that they're not going to play as well. I've been using them for a while, but I want to just show some gameplay. So usually in card review, if you haven't watched my last video, I'll do 1 or 2 games with the card and just show you my experience with it, whether it's good or bad. That way you get an honest review of the card, not just an overlook of his stats like most YouTube videos are going to be. Like I said, please just post any guys you'd like to see down below. Whoever got the most likes last week is who I did. Clay Matthews did, probably because I suggested him, but he was the top choice, so we did Clay Matthews. Whoever gets the most likes on their comment this week, I'll do that card. So right here, we're just going against some opponent. He looks like he has a pretty good team. Don't know who his quarterback is exactly. Not really worried though. I never really check out the depth charts. I just like to play because, you know, if you check out the depth chart and you're going against a guy with all 99s, you might get psyched out. Like, my team's 97 overall. If these guys check out my team, they're probably just going to count themselves out already in the game. So never a good thing to check out your opponent's depth chart. Always just go along with the flow. If he's beating you, it is what it is. If not, then you're beating him. Right here, my opponent's just sneaking right past me, and so thus far, as you can see, I'm using CJ Mosley. I'm gonna let Clay Matthews do his thing throughout this video. I'm not trying to user him, because then it's not an accurate view of how he's actually gonna play. So I have him blitzing most of the time. Sometimes I'll have him in coverage. Right there, Clay Matthews already making a huge play with the sack. Like I said, pass rusher galore. That's what this guy really is. He's in real life, for most of his career, he's played, I believe, right outside linebacker where he's rushed the passer. But recently this year, he got moved to middle linebacker, and so they made this ultimate freeze card of him just to, you know, have a little fun thing to dig around with. But they made it a little bit too good, in my opinion. Right there, that was 96 overall Khalil Mack, not the 93 Clay Matthews. So already at the gate, he's made a huge sack for us. I might user him a little bit during the game just to see if we can get a pick to test out his catching, but right here, chasing, who is that? Eli Manning out of bounds. I don't know why he's trying to scramble on 3rd and 25 with Eli Manning, but holding our opponent to a field goal right here, so that's always a good thing to see. I'm going to skip through the offensive parts more than likely, just because I feel like it's unnecessary to show you when I'm doing a card review on a defensive player. It takes up too much time, because I'm going to do 2 games with him just to get an accurate, because you can't really get like a accurate evaluation of a defensive card. So, I mean, maybe I'll show you an offensive drive here and there just to show you how my offensive looking. As you can see, I got 99 Ultimate Legend Michael Vick. I got 99 Positional Hero Dez. I got the new Vernon Davis, if you guys haven't seen my lineup update. So I'll probably be posting a lineup update pretty soon. I'm looking towards getting that 99 Cam, probably, just because I loved Cam in last year's game. Even though he has only 92 speed, the speed really doesn't matter on the strong safety position. So thinking about getting him. Right here, the Honey Badger making a tackle. As you can see, I did end up scoring on that last offensive drive. I guess I just cut out some of it. Should have cut out the whole thing, but nonetheless, sending Clay Matthews on another blitz here. See if he can make us proud. Right there, he just got stuck. Quick little drop pass by my opponent, though. And excuse my video if there's any lag. I'm watching the video afterwards. I'm narrating it. There is a little bit of lag, so if it is skipping around, I apologize for that. But for the most part, it should be pretty clear. And Clay Matthews with his 2nd sack of the game already. Now, this game, unfortunately, it would not get all of it, but he ended up having 4 sacks in this single game. So Clay Matthews ended up having a very big game. As you can see right there, a 3rd sack for him. So he single-handedly put that drive away. This is where the video started lagging, so I actually had to cut it out and just go to the next game. But nonetheless, you can see the effect Clay Matthews has in the passing game. 3 sacks already. He's just an absolute beast, that guy is. Alright, so right here, we're skipping ahead to the second quarter because it got a bit laggy. Clay Matthews already with 3 sacks, not even out of the first half yet, so that's very high marks on his pass rushing ability. He's almost coming up with a pick there. That would have helped his hands, but he didn't quite. Have a 3rd and 14 here. We're up 14-3. So if we can stop him here, I believe we get the ball back at half. We'll already be in great position to win the game, which makes Clay Matthews look even better. Right here, I sent him on the blitz, but it's actually C.J. Mosley, Von Miller who gets to the quarterback, another great pass rushing linebacker. So fortunately, our opponent would quit here. I guess he got tired of too many sacks by Clay Matthews. So Clay Matthews, 3 sacks in that first game. Let's hop into the second game, not wasting any time. Keep this video under 15 minutes so I can actually post it. Richard Sherman right off the bat. That's 99 Sherman, not Ultimate Legend, but the first 99 Sherman that came out, making a great play right there. So this game, as you can see right off the bat here, it's not looking good for me. I'm getting beat. I believe I threw an early pick. Actually, maybe that was last game, but I won last game. So this game, we're first quarter. I believe this is his first drive, obviously, because there's only 4 minutes a quarter in MUT. But he is driving on us no problem. I usually win the first defensive drive. So when the opponent comes out swinging like this and beating me down, it usually worries me. Let's see if we can send Clay Matthews on another sack right here. Unfortunately, this game he wasn't playing quite as well. He wasn't breaking through. As you can see right there, a run right to his side. I ended up having to use Taylor Mays to get over there because Clay Matthews just bit on the initial counter run. I don't know what happened there. So perhaps his awareness just led him to do that, but in either case, a mark against his run stuff. Right there, big hit by C.J. Mosley, who's trying to take the spotlight away from Clay Matthews, but I'm usering him, so it doesn't really count. One thing you'll notice, I did try and get Clay involved in some pass coverage situations one-on-one, just to show you guys what he can and cannot do. He's not C.J. Mosley. C.J. Mosley never drops anything. He's like the best defender to user, I swear, thus far in the game. I'm sure probably Ultimate Legend Ray Lewis is better, but in terms of actual affordable middle linebackers or even cornerbacks or safety, CJ Mosley has sticky hands. So get yourself a CJ Mosley, but this video is about seeing if you want to get yourself a Clay Matthews. So right here, Von Miller missing the pick. Big hit by the Honey Badger, another card you guys should look into getting. If you can get over that height, then I suggest you pick him up as well. Clay Matthews biting on the run right there. As you can see, Honey Badger had to save him, but see, unfortunately, Clay Matthews, even though he has high play rec, the play rec really helps him in passing situations when he's deciding if it's a play action or a run, but in the actual run game, it has not suited him too well thus far. Right here, nearly getting the user pick with Taylor Mays. Fortunately, my opponent lucked out for some reason. That 58 catching, it really shows what Taylor Mays. You know, some cards like Von Miller, 47 catching, but he'll still catch most of the picks. While Taylor Mays, 58 catching, he drops most of them. He'll probably catch 1 out of every 3 picks. So unlike most guys who pick 2 out of 3, he catches 1 out of every 3 right here, giving up the touchdown. So our opponent just flat out drove on us, scored on that 4th down, leaves a bitter taste in our mouth. We're not showing any offensive drives though. Maybe I'll show a play or two here. Skip ahead to his next offensive drive. As you can see, I threw an interception, so things are looking ugly for us. Let's see if Clay Matthews can bail us out once again, though. My strong point is definitely defense. I'm not that great on offense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can score, but if I had a choice between picking offense and defense every single drive, I'd pick defense. I just play better. There's less risk. You know, when you're on offense, there's so much pressure. You can throw a pick, you can fumble, you can do all this. On defense, all you can really do is give up yards. I mean, it's no big deal. But on offense, having 3 downs to score, it's really annoying. As you can see, CJ Mosley once again trying to steal the spotlight from Clay Matthews with the sack. Clay Matthews standing around like, what did I do wrong? Anyways, we're at 3rd and 15. My opponent's on his own 3-yard line, so let's hope we can get this stop right here. It'd be huge before the half. Usually on 3rd and 15, I'm pretty much an automatic, but right here my opponent throws it right over Clay Matthews, so definitely a knock against his zone coverage abilities. It was a little bit of an off user for me, but if I had CJ Mosley, he probably would have jumped up and picked that off. So Clay Matthews with like 85 jumping, just a notch less. He feels a little bit blockier than CJ Mosley as well. So definitely, this is why I have him as my backup middle linebacker, because that he's just a little bit clunky. He kind of feels like a pass rusher instead of a middle linebacker, but his stats are so good to pass up for his price. You know, he's a beastly backup middle linebacker, which is why I have him there. Nice combination of size and speed and strength. He has 95 strength, and that 95 pepper, I'm telling you guys, I've seen this card force 3 fumbles in a game before, not even over exaggerating. Like, this card can hit hard, especially on special teams. Oh my goodness, when he gets a full head of steam, he hits so hard. So definitely, if you're a little bit of a baller, then I'd suggest picking him up on as your backup middle linebacker. If you're on a budget, our card review at the end of this video will determine whether or not you want to pick him up or if you want to wait until you have some more coins to be a backup. Right here, big man Dontari Poe. Another great card. These Combine Warriors, they're so underrated in this game. I'm telling you guys, they're beast. Right here, my opponent picking up another huge first down. He's just killing us on these 2nd and 3rd and longs. It's unusual because that's where our defensive strength is, really, is stopping you on those plays. Right here, Clay Matthews making a great read right there. See that play rec in action. He may not have much awareness, but that play rec, it's 90-something. It really does help. So he's great against those option plays. So that, I guess we'll count that as a run stuff. So we'll give him some extra points in that category now. He did mess up early, but right here, I could not believe what just happened. I used Clay Matthews. I didn't mess that one up. I don't know what happened. It's just like sometimes when you have Jerry Rice, a wide receiver, he'll just catch it through guys. I don't know why, but I was a little angry, so I sent Clay Matthews and CJ Mosley on a, or actually I sent CJ Mosley on a blitz, and then I tried to use it with Clay Matthews, but my opponent threw it underneath. Right here, just missing the tackle. No fault of Clay Matthews, just my own. So this game not as flattering on Clay Matthews as the last. However, I feel like he probably should have picked right there. That was just a bad user by me. So right now we're in danger of going into the half down 14-0, which is something you never want to do. It completely kills your confidence. You know, you feel like you're always playing from behind. You're gonna have to have some sort of comeback. So right here, interception, a fumble recovery, anything would be huge. And right here, we're gonna get it with. Just kidding. He dropped the ball. He almost scored a touchdown. I couldn't believe it though. So I was like, dang, what can I do? So I just decided to send the blitz. Maybe Clay Matthews will get a huge hit stick. I don't know, but this guy has had no problem driving on my defense. So we're going to do press coverage, see what happens. And right here, my opponent makes the mistake of testing the Honey Badger. And Tyrann Mathieu, he has 87 catching. He also has 96 speed and 98 acceleration. As you can see right here, my video did start lagging, so I'm going to cut ahead to the end of the game where Clay Matthews actually gets some plays, but the Honey Badger saved us temporarily, tying the game up 7-7. Later in this game, you'll see it's not quite 7-7 anymore. So towards the end of the game, 28-14, we're trying to put this away. We're trying to use big man Clay Matthews to put this game away. Right here, Clay Matthews getting the sack, pretty much ending this game. He puts them all the way in a 2nd and 17 situation. So huge play by Clay Matthews. I feel like it's worth mentioning that earlier in this game, I was tied with my opponent, but Clay Matthews picked a pass off in the corner on a corner route. I put him on a purple zone, so that'll be some points towards his pass coverage. Right here, Taylor Mays over the top, nearly getting the pick. So as you can see, we pretty much beat our opponent. Clay Matthews has a sack. I believe he has a pick. I'll show you his stats at the end of this game just so you know for sure what he did and what he did not. He's not even in the game right here, though. But nonetheless, it was a good game by my opponent. Taylor Mays putting the game away with his game-sealing pick. So let's skip ahead to his statistics right now. And I'll show you what he did this game. So first game, he had 4 sacks. Second game, Clay Matthews is rocking out with, let's check it out. Wrong team. Okay, Clay Matthews is right below Von Miller. 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, 1 pick. So great game by Clay Matthews, just like the last. Definitely impact player. Let's go check out his card review and see if the rating scale agrees. So His criteria is he had run stuff 8 out of 10, zone coverage 7 out of 10, pass rush 9 out of 10. I'd say run stuff, he's a